This is Tim with Force Auto, trying to put this, I believe it's an Apex, bench seat in the front of this KRX. I've got a set of brackets made up by Nevada Outdoors, and I've got those finally mounted. They fit pretty good. I think I'm going to have to raise the bottom of the seat though to get what I want, like this rail right here. I've got the bolt out of it, so I'm gonna go tomorrow and get some spacers. I was making some, and it's really hard for me to cut anything very straight here. So anyway, I'm gonna raise them up about an inch and a half, and then get some longer bolts. And I don't really have many of those either. I have a couple, and then trimmed the top of the park brake thing there. I didn't do a very good job, but so far that's that. I don't really care. It's going to be underneath the seat anyway. I did chop off this metal piece down there that used to be in here holding up this valve. I figure I don't really care about the valve much, and I'm going to maybe glue it up high or zip tie it to the side up high as I can underneath these seats. But I haven't had to cut off the back bracket for the original seat yet, so I don't think I will. All the test fitting seems to be okay. I'm just gonna want to space this bracket up a little higher, but anyway, that's how we're going. Got the rear seat in. Sorry, that's one of the back seats sitting on with the same brackets, or same manufacturer brackets. And they work great. The reason why it's orange and my car is red is because it was $400 less to get an orange one. And I was like, well, I don't care that much. Alright guys, just wanted to do an update. Still putting this together and test fit and everything. So this is how I ended up cutting the center console. This I'm going to plastic weld back on because it'll be nice to have a finished look from behind. I don't know that I'm going to use spacer because I don't think I have to at this point. I've done some slight mods. So what seemed to have helped a ton on the other side was I elongated these holes just as far as I dared, just to give me like a extra 1/4 inch of space in the middle and some moving around. Used one of these. Obviously it's, I mean, not everything's the best, but we're just trying to make it fit good. And so far that made the other side go in much better. I also ended up trimming this quite a bit, down basically level with that all the way back to here, and then you can kind of follow the seat back. Anyway, going pretty well. The other side's, it's actually, all I got to do this one is put in the seat belts. I'm just test fitting still, but about ready to do seat belts and be done with this. Alright, I've got everything kind of dialed in. I think I'm going to go ahead and put the seat belts in now. So I've got my, I put that back on with the plastic welder, and then zip tied this up high, and maybe it needs to be level. I don't know. It's probably something to do with the fuel tank, and frankly, I'm not terribly worried about it. It was meant to be up high for whatever reason. Maybe it's supposed to be level, but I think it'll be just fine. So next, gonna mount them in with the seat belts, and that should be it. So had some success. I'll link all these together in a minute. All right, we have finally finished. Getting the seat belts in was a bit of a chore. This was easy on that one. The other side, I had to remove a bunch of plastic around the gas tank. It's doable. It's a little aggravating. But the end result's pretty good. I kind of don't like the high side of this bench all that much, but I haven't driven it either. But it'll work for my 2-year-old can sit up front with us. I think he's going to like that. Even my 5-year-old, he's so small. And then obviously got the rear. And behold, the 8-seater. This is for the little tinies if you're really taking it easy somewhere. But yeah, that that is it. It turned out pretty good. Didn't have to butcher those factory seat mounts. So if I ever need to put it back, doable. Other than the cut plastic around the park brake, but it looks pretty nice. I ain't gonna lie, it's pretty good looking.